Good afternoon to those who listen. It's October 19th, 2022, 12:40. I just wanted to comment on everybody's comments. If I comment on your comments, they disappear, and I hate that when they disappear because I'd like them to be there all the time. But I just wanted to comment on everybody's comments. So, Little Wing, she was the latest comment. I haven't even read this one yet. Sorry, let me read it without looking. Yeah, see, this is the same thing. Radiation dye. Color code us. Wow. That reminds me of Steve Taylor. We don't need no color code. I don't think that's what he was talking about in the song. But, wow. So, yeah, this is crazy, man. There was, I don't even know how long ago it was. And, you know, the other theories of, you know, well, we know that the you know what's are causing immune systems to go down. So I don't know if they're going to zap you and that's what's going to happen. But yeah, this recent development of the luciferase, that seems to make the most sense. But again, there's one thing that bothers me is, like last night when I was over in Illinois, those lights were like every other light. Why would they need them that close together? You know, I can understand them covering an area, you know, where people have to go past. You know, if you're driving and you have to go past certain parts, you know, of a town or a city, then, you know, they can have them set up so then no matter what, you know, if you're driving, you're gonna have to go through that area and through the black light, and so they can see if you've got the you know what. Yeah, the other theories were kind of out there too, but you never know, so it's always good to throw them out. And, oh, I wanted to also say to Sterling, and there's another one, I'll get to it. They they were saying that I want to get out of Illinois. Well, I don't live in Illinois. I was just over there visiting somebody. Yeah, I know about the Illinois law that they're trying to pass. I don't know if it's going to pass or if they're, you know, yeah, I know about it. They're going to be letting criminals out of jail with no bail, and we're talking some hard crimes too that they're gonna do. Yeah, and DB, there's a lot of great comments in here, you guys. Awesome comments. You know, everything seems to be, all these illnesses and diseases all seem to be on the rise, with the SADS, the sudden adult death syndrome too, the myocarditis, I can't pronounce it, heart attacks, blood clots, all that stuff is going on. You know, I was used to think maybe it was going to be the towers, you know what I'm talking about too. So that, you know, was another thought too. Yeah, they're talking about his namesake. They're talking about the next variant. And they're saying how bad it's going to be. And then, you know, the governments are predicting that there's going to be a huge surge in the winter. Now, how could they possibly know that unless they're planning on doing it themselves? Now, here's another thing, too, with Katie. She says in Idaho, there's a roundabout with all these black lights. 9 of them. Now, why would they have to have 9 in a circle? 1 should cover the whole thing, or maybe 2, you know, depending on which, you know, if you're going around the roundabout and you take a certain exit, you could have one at each one of the exits. Why would you need 9 of them? Now that goes into another theory again. About the disinfecting thing. Now, that would make sense, but then again, why would you need that many of them? I don't know. It's just weird. Yes, and the Gilly Bates. Yeah. I knew that thing was from 2020. I remember doing videos about it. And even back then, you know, but then the black lights, you know, back then when they were talking about just when they first filed for the patent, they were talking about, oh no, I'm already running out of time here. They were talking about using a black light or ultraviolet light to scan to see if you've had the you know what, and you could use a phone or something, you know, to scan. You know, I just picture like going to a bar or a concert where they put you they give you a stamp and then they shine the light on it to see if you know if you're 21 or not, you know, something like that. So I'm gonna try to get through this. And yes, Marv did have a caller on there. I remember that episode. It was a while back, and the guy, yeah, it was all on the interstates. I have seen them on the interstates too. That would make more sense too, because you know, lots of people ride on the interstates, so they could really track people there. And then Laura. Hopefully, you guys can read all these. I'd like to know what that was. You know, because if they're using them in the hospital too, maybe I could see them doing that. Maybe they could use that to you know, at the door, and you know, check right away before you walk into the hospital whether you've had it or not. Crazy, crazy. And Davenport, you know, that's where I'm at. They don't have as many, but they are all over the place. But they're spaced out. They're not all together. They are a lot more together now, but they're more spaced out. Spooky. And I do think it's part of the next step in the B system. This could be a test, all that. I don't want to, sorry, I don't want to miss anybody's, but I don't want this video to run too long. Yeah. Okay, and then we're there. Okay, thanks you guys. I love you guys. God bless.